Evening.
Blue.
Can everyone hear me?
Oh my god.
What happened?
What's with the sound?
Is it bad or good?
It's far
Look,
away.
you're on speakerphone.
Oh, yeah. Are you on speakerphone?
No. I'm on an earbud. Yep, that makes
I think
sense.
your earbud is. I think your earbud is. What is it? Not what's the word I'm looking for.
Too far away.
Broken.
Broken.
There's so much. You got such great echo that I can tell like the layout of your room.
Oh, really? Nice.
we can.
Like a bat.
We can echolocate you from your microphone.
Nice. 1 second.
I can tell the layout of your room from it.
Yeah, because you've been there. All right, 1 second. Let me see something right quick.
Well, it'd be insane if
I could-
Rob went and started like messaging me details of your room, and I started like telling you them.
It's just
But
an
no,
office.
had to go and spoil it, didn't you, Rob? Didn't
Nope.
Yeah. Yep.
Whoa, what is that?
I'd be like,
Call is coming from inside the house.
That's weird.
Okay.
Let's try this.
you? Ooh,
been like,
guys.
I sense your desk is near a large wall-sized map of
guys,
flight
listen.
paths and airports from like World War II. The
England,
entire United States.
guys, England lost to Argentina, which means that France is going to be playing England on Saturday. Do we want to place bets on whether or not there will be a war?
I just want to know who owns Hatsune Miku now. But that's all that matters.
Did that help at all?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, we can hear you. We just got to strain our hearing a little more.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what I'm
Do you
trying.
have the
Sounds like
right
you're sitting-
microphone selected?
I do.
It sounds like you're sitting near the West Coast.
Let's try this.
No.
Does that make a difference at all?
No.
Nothing?
Why does it say...
Are you changing devices in Discord? But are you saving changes after you do that?
This one.
So, 1 second.
Yay. That one's still at 100. Okay. I should not
Because I
be
tested
low today. I
my
hope.
microphone and whatnot.
Oh, wait, that needs to go up a little bit.
What does that do?
What's that? Say again.
Does that do anything? Does that change anything?
That's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. Is it better?
It's sharper.
Yeah,
Okay.
it cut out a ton of the echo chamber.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right, so I am listening on my earbud. Wow, I can't freaking talk. It's gonna be a fun night. Earpods, but I'm using my headset, my old headset microphone that's sitting right in front of me. So I'm literally talking into almost a mic.
Nice.
So does that make things better?
Yeah, it's all right, I guess.
Okay.
I personally have to put you up to 200%, but I think it can work.
Okay.
I actually had to turn you down from where you were.
With the earpods or with what I just did?
With the AirPods.
Oh, okay. But
You're
you had an
fine
echo.
at this point.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's closed. Okay, it's tracking me there. Okay, good there.
And now that you have your microphone set, you can tell us that we're not playing tonight.
Yes, we are not playing tonight. Yes, that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody is in roll 20. And
God. What is this game? I have no memory of this place. I have
Oh.
like a vague recollection of like some kind of reptilian creature. Kind of smells like blue cheese.
Yes, you are the blue cheese.
Blue cheese and primordial soup.
Okay, I have not heard Liz yet.
She was earlier.
She's in chat. Or
Talking
she
about
spoke
me?
up earlier. There she is.
There she is. Okay. Just making sure you're still with us.
I'm here. I'm just not doing too well, so.
Yeah, you sound like you might be sick.
Okay, I'm here. I'll be here as long as I can. So.
All right. I'm going to hopefully figure something out with make sure that my voice and mic work. So.
You sound fine.
Well, I switched back to old school, so that would make sense.
Guys are lying to you. They just.
I broke something.
cause
I don't know
trouble.
what, but I can't hear anybody. So give me a second. I gotta fix it.
I think that's on his end. Everybody's there. Everybody's there. We definitely need to do a recap. We also have to do a little bit of catch up on the tater tots to make sure that everyone's familiar with what's going on. As I am going to that particular page. Anybody want to attempt the recap?
I
of the last
vaguely recall us finishing the sneaking challenge or competition. After which we were starting to think about the next competition when suddenly there was an announcement, or perhaps we even got some kind of private message from the captain of the guard, and then we were summoned for a mission.
There was an announcement that the remainder of the festival's games would be postponed until further notice, and we
Something
got
to do with
summoned
ogres.
to the guardhouse. Yes.
I think I even read the letter in a shitty voice.
You did.
You did read it in a voice, yes. Okay.
So when we talked to the guard captain, he advised us that the prince had been kidnapped by what we presume to be the ogres that had tried to ambush the town a couple of nights ago. And they were making
threats,
quite frankly, insane demands for his safe return. And they insisted that if anybody tried to come rescue him, that they would just find a corpse.
Yeah, you could. That pretty much was the gist of the ransom note. Yep. Okay, and then you had a conversation at 2:00 in the morning with the captain of the guard or the military commander, and who showed you the letter and told you to do something. I know he told you.
He told us to.
Back.
He wanted us to investigate at the castle to look for any sort of lead on how the prince was taken.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And we spoke to him about the coin and painting.
Yeah, we talked about the cult.
Mm-hmm. The hollow flame.
Which was the odd coin that Ancombe got in round 1 of the Whisper Run. It was also the painting that gem found in the house in the final round
Mhm.
was for the hollow flame.
I
And
mean, there was
Gem-
also a guy in the competition too.
Yeah. And somebody told me they needed to talk to me, or told me they had secrets during one of the competition
Yeah.
things. And
that was during the coin round,
yeah.
which we still don't know if he's actually that or if he's just going to try to mug you later, since you did
Well,
promise
nobody
him
else
money.
knows about that but you, so. Yet.
Half the town knows that you promised the guy money.
No,
That's actually, yeah.
I'm not talking about the money. I'm talking about the meeting later.
No, not everyone knows about that. Because he slipped you a note, which you didn't find
Exactly.
till later.
Nope. And then I talked to Rem about it.
Mhm. Okay.
And then after all that, Ancombe and Orland went to Stone Grip and spoke with her and discovered that our brothers, owe a debt to her.
Yes.
And she gave us some information, but at this point, I don't remember it. I'll have to go back through the chat.
Yeah, that is definitely in the chat. She gave you some information
Mm-hmm.
and some assistance required.
That's right. She said that if we're going after that, she didn't know why we're going, but she knows that where we've been sent to go. And she said that the warriors that come back from fighting there come back with burn injuries from sorcerers, fire sorcerers, and the being of our party that doesn't have resistance wants to go see her. She can give them some temporary resistance.
Okay.
And then there was a slight conversation between Rim and, excuse me, Gemini about.
Yeah, the one I was telling you about.
Yep. So that is pretty much what happened in the last session. There was a lot that happened there. I know it was 3 weeks ago, but there was a lot there. The main thing was that the soon-to-be king was kidnapped in the middle of the night, and you guys were summoned to help investigate and potentially bring back the king. So, and we fast forward through the long rest after you talked to the commander, and then that's when you went to the Mystics place and others had their conversation. It is mid-morning, and I believe the roleplay chat ended with headed towards the castle.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're headed towards it all together, right?
And I believe everybody agreed that they were headed there.
Loosely group, yeah.
You are correct, but there was one other minor thing from the recap. Before the last round of the Whisper Run, there was a potion vendor, and several of us got some unusual potions.
That's correct. I forgot about the potions vendor.
Some funny potions.
Yes.
Yes, potions which we use to prank the rest of the party.
I can't see my character, so I'll just drag a new one in.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't see mine either. For some reason, I had control of this one random guy in the castle.
Also, this is just like completely unrelated, but this guy still has a number. Does he have a token that we can take from him?
No.
And have?
I thought I grabbed everybody with that. He go bye-bye.
Are we back at the castle? Because I'm still at the.
Yeah, you're in the market is where you ended up. I might have accidentally grabbed some of you guys. Is why you can't find your characters because I was cleaning up the mess. So
Just
as you
grabbing
guys
them,
are
just like,
walking,
who's Bobo? Get him out of here!
just gonna start
Out of the
taking and
gates!
grabbing people and disappearing you. Um, as you guys are walking around in the morning, getting breakfast and trying to talk to different people, you notice a mass exodus of patrons just leaving the gates, mostly in a hurry. Some are confused, some are angry, some are trying to be opportunistic in the crowds as they leave the gates.
Hello?
Nothing happens inside the gates, but
Hi, Robert.
Yeah.
once.
I fixed it.
Okay.
Sorry.
We heard you, but I guess you couldn't hear us. We just did a recap. There you go.
I watched the video, so I know what's going on.
Okay.
Also,
So,
in other news, it seems that Ancombe is riding on the shoulders of the military commander.
yeah, I'm not sure why you decided to land right there, but that works. You could be up close and
piggyback
cozy
ride.
with him. Yeah. So as you make your way, you notice that basically a lot of the people that were there for the festival are just leaving.
Ready.
As everyone, as they woke up, noticed that the signs of the festival was postponed to a later date. So everyone's like, "Well, screw it, we're just gonna leave." So
Everyone's like, well, it seems much safer outside the city walls.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Falling rocks, and then everyone, or with the soon-to-be king getting kidnapped, are like, well, there goes that festival.
Well, they don't know
yeah,
about that technically, right?
About that.
Yeah.
That's true. They don't know about that. They don't know about that yet, unless somebody.
I'm sure
They
there are
just know
rumors, though.
ogre attack and then
Yeah.
festival postponed.
Yes.
Coincidence?
There's a lot
I
of
think not.
whispers and rumors of what may have caused the.
There's like a guy
But
in
you know
in
what?
his house with the wall like covered in like red strings.
I pull Minoxidil aside. I say, you know what this means?
What?
All of the restaurants that ordered extra food supplies for the festival,
Uh-huh.
they're going to have to do something to make sure it doesn't go to waste.
Uh-huh. And?
You think? Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm not thinking.
Clearly not.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's fair.
What's thinking?
I can't think when I'm hungry.
You had breakfast. I just.
Gee.
Well, he's had first breakfast, but what about second breakfast?
And what about
There's
11
plenty of food for the
secret
taking.
is his secret is he's always hungry.
Okay. So as you approach the gates, you do see the commander there, and he's talking to the guards. As you're walking through the town, you notice that there are more guards placed on patrol and at random stations that wasn't there or before the festival started. So you can definitely tell that they increased the security within the town. As you approach the main guard, you notice that there's guards on the inside and the outside, and the military commander is talking to.
There's even archers on the walls.
Yes.
I use message cantrip to send a message to Rem. You're seeing all the people starting to exit the town, and I ask him if we should consider trying to detain or restrain the outflow of people, as there might be some people needing questioned, accomplices maybe in that crowd.
I think it's probably unlikely that we're going to find one person who might be involved in all of this. I think more than likely, if there was somebody in the crowd who was a part of this, they were gone as soon as the prince was.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, they could have stayed around to see reactions if the news got out. He's still a spy somewhere.
I hate how because you're talking mentally, I can't hear it, and so I cannot offer any witty comments.
Okay, so Commander greets you all and says, "Thank you for coming. Due to
Please
the
get off my back.
please get on my back. Due to the increased security, I will have to escort you guys in to the castle. And I did not recreate the inside of the castle. I did create the room, but I did not recreate.
Theater of the mind, right? We're not going to be fighting anything in there.
No. Unless you pull a Lycanhind.
Or will we?
No. Minoxidil is much more manageable.
Okay. So
he's stupid, not belligerent.
Okay.
Yeah, just give him enough mirrors and we'll be fine.
Right.
Hairbrushes.
All right. So as you guys are walking through the castle walls or castle halls, and he escorts you up to the where the prince's room is. This is where I'm going to bring you guys in. Come in on the left side of the map, next to the commander, preferably not on the commander. Here, I'll move him up so you're not coming in right on top of him. He says that these two guards at the door were actually here when the incident happened. We brought them back to make sure that and he looks at you, Rim, that if you wanted to talk to them directly, in hope they can give you something, enlightenment or whatever clue as part of this investigation.
And these are windows, then?
Those are windows. I try
with
to
the
increase.
Drapes.
I know, with the drapes. It was what was free, and it designated a window-esque versus just a hole in the wall. So I figured I would.
I like it.
Spice
I like
up
it.
a little bit.
Although it is funny that the drapes are just hiding more wall behind them.
I know. Well, I didn't want it to have like just a blank. So just there's a window there.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't want anyone
How do you
falling
know
out.
that's not the top of the window?
Do
Yeah,
what?
the
It could,
top of the
It's
window would
just
still have a
the
window
window
frame.
frame.
Still have a stone frame.
Yeah, that's the frame.
So
yeah, they had to board up these windows after too many people jumped out.
Right. So as you're walking through, you are climbing 3 flights. So it's the third story, the third level of this castle is where you're at right now. So if anybody were to come in those windows, they would have to climb approximately 30 feet up.
Or flying.
So as the commander is showing you that we have guards here, guards there throughout all the castle stairwells and whatnot, and he is just baffled about how whoever this happened, and he points to the windows and says that we're on the 3rd floor, so someone either flew in or can climb very, very well without being seen. And we believe this happened somewhere around midnight 30, after the festival had died down and most people were asleep. So without further ado, I will stand out here. If you would like to speak to the 2 guards that were on shift when this happened, they are right there. And go.
Minoxidil attempts to pull a push door.
Pull a push door. The guards will stop you saying, no one is allowed in there.
What are we here for?
The commander pipes up, these are the investigators. Just let them through.
Yes, do I not look like an investigator to you?
The 2
do I
guards
not look
at you.
investigative enough?
You look like you need a mirror.
Instigator.
My hair is
What?
all mussed this morning because I sold my last mirror to a scoundrel.
Orlin uses prestidigitation to make
not there.
minoxidil look just. Oh fuck! Never mind.
You're not even there.
Shouldn't he be?
But he isn't.
Yeah, he should be.
He was. He should have been.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I thought you were going to be. All right. So
This might be a tip
He was
for
walking-
put your token on the map.
the commander would insist that you speak to the guards before going in, so that you have an idea of what, from their perspective, what happened. And Orland appears.
Orland pops into existence and says, "Ha! I did it."
Ta-da! Orlin did not do anything.
I successfully dimension door into this location, giving a clue as to how the prince may have been.
Oh shit! Wait, this might look bad.
Wait a minute.
I mean, it could totally be an inside job for all we know.
All right,
Certainly possible.
I'm going to
Gonna be-
lean against this wall with my elbow propping up my head and look intimidating so that this man will answer more questions than usual.
Okay.
I doubt the window is going to be much, but I'd like to investigate, see if there's any signs of anybody opening or coming through it recently.
Okay.
I'd like
Ugh.
to.
You notice that it does have a pretty secure lock on the inside, and from what you can tell, it doesn't look like this has been entered or
Yeah.
exited. At least
And with
not
that roll, I
forcibly.
didn't see any signs. I didn't see any signs of unusual foot traffic on the windowsill or anything of that nature.
No, you did not.
Probably not with a
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, no.
I'd love to help you, but I don't have investigation proficiency.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've never exactly been renowned for a silver tongue. Ancombe, you might be better off at the questions.
Tell me who you are to but you could always use. Do you still have your
I can put up the
Psychic.
psychic link at any point.
Yeah,
It's just-
I would do that. That way we can communicate. You can communicate, without them having to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Let me see how many hours we get.
Oh,
1
wow.
hour for the first. No, it's 1 hour for the first run. I can recast it. It just takes a psionic die. The first one's free.
Okay. Well, you can use that to tell me.
Yeah.
who you'd
So
like me to
why don't
speak
you,
to, and
why don't you see what Larry and Mo could tell us about the night?
okay. Hold on a second. All right. So I'm gonna guess this is Larry over here. So I'm gonna ask Larry to could actually Minoxidil, could you take the other guard to the other end of the hallway? I'd like to have them separated while we
Okay.
discuss.
I attempt to persuade this guard to go with me.
Do you tell the commander what you're doing?
Yeah, I'll turn and tell them that we need to speak to them individually.
Okay. The commander will look at the right one and tell him to go to the end of the hall. And then
And I try to link arms with him and tell him, "Come with me if you want to leave."
okay.
You can maybe you guys can have an arm wrestling competition down there.
Bro,
Did you say
Don't make
live
him
or
shit.
leave?
don't make him shit his pants, yo. You're kind of
making
you're
fun
kind
of
of
my
big and
accent.
intimidating.
All right. So I'm going to ask this one to retell the events of the night as he remembers them,
Okay.
and not to spare any detail.
So I started my shift at 2100. The prince came into the room at about 22:15ish, and I said, "Are you done for the night?" He said, "Yes." And then he went into his room, he shut the door, and that was the last that I saw. When my shift got over, at approximately 01, they do short shifts. I noticed, walked in, made sure that the king was still there and asleep. I noticed he was gone. And that's when
The
I
prince.
informed the commander. And that's all that I remember.
Did you hear anything? Smell anything? Did you? Or did anything seem out of place during that time frame?
No, I did not hear anything. It was pretty quiet from what I remember.
So I feel that he's being completely open and honest.
You can tell from his face that he's very nervous, but he does not seem to be very fidgety. Like he's nervous and he's scared that because the king or the prince disappeared on his watch, and so he's scared, nervous, not like I did something wrong, nervous.
Yeah, not guilty, nervous, but
Not a guilty
or
nervous.
not direct guilt, but
Correct.
probably
Yep.
feeling indirect
Just
guilt.
the fear of being beheaded. Pretty typical.
Yes. So he is more fearful of being fired. That's the nervousness that he has because he basically failed to keep the prince safe.
Okay.
Oh, can we do alternating on the guards since I'm all alone with this guy over here? Also, I invite anyone else to join me in guarding him in this side of the hallway.
Don't really have to guard him. He was directed to stand over there, so he's not going to.
I was directed to guard him.
Okay. I don't. Sure. I guess we can alternate.
From down the hallway, you hear Minoxidil's voice echoing the question. So, what do you think they're going to do with you for this? Beheading? Fired? Out of a cannon? Maybe both?
What's a cannon?
He looks shocked, concerned, and puzzled all at the same time over your question. He responds with, I think just fired?
Well, because back in Haven's Blossom, the guard failed his duty and he got sent to fight me in the arena. I let him go ultimately, but only after breaking all his legs.
You have more than two.
And how many legs did he have exactly?
Oh, he was a centaur. It was bad.
Better than being a centipede. Anyway.
He doesn't know how to respond to that. He has this like a white flush.
It's a leading question. I'm just setting the mood.
So
he gets kind of a white flush over his face after hearing that.
I walk up and place my hand on Minoxidil's shoulder.
No, you're over there. You're talking to the other guy.
Yeah, I finished talking to him.
You're with Larry. He's with Mo.
Whenever I heard the
No, this is same timing.
Yeah, it's basically.
Oh,
same
it's at
time.
the same time. Oh,
Yeah, it's just I can't
Okay.
talk to both of you at the same time.
Sure you can.
Get your ass back over here, boy.
Okay, Ancom, your turn, or anyone
Okay.
else on either
Yeah, does
side.
anybody else do anything during this time? Orland, would you like to pitch in anything? Or do you have any questions yet?
Orland just shrugs. Says, "You are the leader of this show, not me."
You're echoing, by the way. Rem?
Nope. How's that? Is
I-
that better?
Yeah, it's better.
Sorry.
I look at you and raise an eyebrow, basically, because you got my telepathic message. So
I did.
is
And
there anything else with this one right now?
so they heard nothing, they saw nothing, and they were standing outside the door the whole time. So it's fairly obvious he didn't come through that door.
Huh?
Has there ever been a history where a royal was known to sneak out of the palace? Maybe as a kid, they were known to play in such a way that they were able to escape from the eyes of their monitors.
Is this a telepath to Ancom or out loud question
Yes.
to the guard?
It's to Ancom.
Okay.
Okay. I think I'm going to actually ask the commander. So I imagine he has been in this position longer than the guard.
You would be correct.
Or maybe I. So I turn to the commander and I ask him if there's ever been a history of any royalty or nobility who has shown the ability to sneak out of the castle, or has there been, or is there known to be passages from this part of the castle that the royalty would have used over the previous generations as either methods to sneak out or for safety or other reasons?
Ponders. I don't know of any secret passages that are up here, and as far as any of the royals sneaking out, I've not had any do that. Any of them do that on my watch.
What about showing a heightened ability of being able to escape the eyes of others? Like maybe when they were kids, they were very good at.
I mean, dwarves are small, but they're not really all that sneaky.
Must have been really good.
He's not showing any signs of deception or anything like that, or lying. He seems forthright in his answer.
Okay.
Turn my focus back to Mo with minoxidil.
And then she told me that my hair was too long. Those are good times. Good times. Anyway, you have a woman?
Not yet, no.
Oh, well, why not? Is your beard not long enough?
It is not. He seems to be a little short in the tooth or young.
Oh, well,
Virgil.
don't we worry. We all grow at different rates, some more than others. I pat him on the shoulder, patronizingly. Clearly much younger than him.
Okay.
So, after I'm done talking to Commander, I'm going to start slowly wandering over that direction while he's
Okay.
continuing his conversation.
So has
Okay.
he told me anything about what he thinks is gonna be his punishment for this?
He said fired. He thinks he's going to be fired.
Well, what does that entail?
I lose.
Well, are you to become a farmer or something?
Probably will have to go work in the mines or something.
Oh, and is that good work? Do you get paid in the mines?
No.
Paid, yes. It's work. Dwarves are not unknown
So
to hard labor, but
so they won't even flay you for this?
no, I don't think so. I'm going back to
My,
Game
you
of
are some of
Thrones
the
or something
most
here.
tolerant dwarfs I've ever heard of.
Well, you have to realize that the highest ranking military person is standing just down the hall. So they're a little nervous in that sense and being on their best behavior and keeping their military composure.
Yeah, but oh well, okay, maybe I'll gather that.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know. Up to you.
Yeah, you would see that.
I'm like, huh.
So,
Oh, hello, Ancombe.
hey, Minoxidil. Do you mind going down and speaking with the commander for a little bit while I finish? I appreciate you warming this one up for us. But let
Oh,
me have a crack at him.
hello,
You should have,
Commander.
yes, you should have some good conversations with the commander.
My quiver is about half empty. Would there be any barrels of arrows I could borrow?
Don't know about barrels, but we could probably spare a few.
Maybe 6. I broke 6 in my perilous fight against the trebuchet.
We can probably spare some 6 arrows, yes.
So I wanted to start out with asking this guard again, just like I did the first one, his telling of what he remembers from that night.
I got on shift at about 22:30, and and you see him struggle to try to remember. I think I heard music, but it wouldn't make sense. I know the prince will sometimes play a music box to help him sleep, but it didn't sound like that. And then give me an insight.
Mm-hmm. I got one.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't have much of one of those.
You can
Is Rim close enough to give an insight?
No, not with him standing over there with the other guy. You could tell that he
Well, I'm
seems
standing
like
halfway between.
Yeah, Rem is right there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought Rim was Orland. I haven't learned.
Yeah, I know. All humans look the same, don't they?
I know they all look the same.
Yeah.
You might, but I would put it at a disadvantage.
It's not going to be any better than Noxtrel anyways.
Yeah.
You mean in mine?
So you could tell that he seems hesitant to forthcome something. Like it seems like he's holding something back.
Okay, so I am going to tell him that it is very important that he is completely open and honest about every detail that he can remember or that he knows.
Transparent, crystal clear.
The music seemed to. I think the music put me to sleep. And you can tell that he said that like under his breath, so that the commander wouldn't hear him, for fear
Okay.
of any more punishment other than just being fired. He's like, I don't know what it is. It just I think whatever music that was put me to sleep, but I don't remember. I woke up with the other guard waking me up, saying that the prince was gone.
When I hear that, I'm going to go back over to Larry.
To Larry.
Yeah, it's Larry Moe.
Okay. I know I didn't.
Have you ever had? Have you ever had an
try
experience with music putting you to sleep? Is that something that's common for you, or does this feel like it was different?
But by the way, I gave you guys an out if you want me to drag the commander out of here for a bit.
No, I do not, because he needs to let us into the prince's room.
Okay.
Again, in a whispered voice, it's like I've never had music do that to me before. I mean, I've listened to music before, but it never put me to sleep.
Interesting. I appreciate your honesty. That might be a good piece of information.
Okay.
I want to ask the first guard. You typically work the night shift here. Is that correct? This is your normal shift guarding the prince?
Yes, sir.
I imagine he's had his share of sleepless nights, what with the upcoming coronation and all the stress of that. What did he do when he had trouble falling asleep? Do you know? Did he have any particular habits or rituals that he would use?
I wouldn't say rituals. I mean, I know he's ordered
Did he
some ale.
Walk, play some music, anything of that nature?
Maybe once in a blue moon, but nothing habitually. Normally, he gets a nightcap, for lack of better words, and that usually does it. I don't know. I not in there when he falls asleep. It's just.
And how long have you worked this shift?
Oh, probably about 6 months. We do rotations so that everyone gets a different time slot.
Makes sense.
So I'll ask Mo how long he has been working this shift.
maybe 2 months.
Okay. And then one more question for Mo. Can he describe the music that he heard?
Not really. It seemed very simple. I've never heard it before.
Okay. And which side of the door were you standing guard? Were you posted at whenever this happened? Take me to where you were standing.
He'll point back to where he was standing when you guys showed up. So
I go
looking
over
at
here
them at the
and
right
go.
side. Yeah, right there. On the right side of
Okay.
the door, or stage right. He was actually there, but
He was like great.
one
There.
more over. Yep, right there.
Okay. So okay. I'm gonna. I look at Rim and I kind of give him a nod of the head and towards me, and I tell him mentally to come over here by me. And ask him to stand where I am right at the moment, where I move out of the way, and investigate that area and see if there's anything, because I find it odd that Mo heard music when standing there, but Larry, who ostensibly was 10 foot away from him, says that he didn't hear anything out of the ordinary. So while Rim is investigating there, I'm going to come over here and ask Larry to show me where he was posted during that time of the watch, just to make sure that he wasn't actually off someplace else.
What
So
exactly?
Larry, where were you posted? Larry, where were you posted during that 2100 to 0100 time of watch?
So I was posted right here, and he points to
Right there,
where he's standing.
standing. Okay, and you spent the entire time there.
The only time I wasn't is when I went to check on the prince.
Okay.
I heard what Ancombe said as far as an investigation, but would you like to add anything to what you would like to look for in that role, Rim?
Yes, actually. I want to see if there's any sort of sign that the guards may have fallen asleep at their post. Maybe just some odd scratches in the stonework where their armors might have caught.
Did we ever ask when precisely this happened? Like how long ago?
Yeah.
The first guy did.
Well, we know it was last night, and it was sometime after 22:30 and before.
So it just happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 12, 15 hours ago.
Oh, okay.
I know, it feels like it's been weeks.
So what you're saying, no. So what you're saying is that the scent trail might still be fresh. So if we had like a bloodhound or something.
Only if one was able to distinguish the one scent from among the others, but...
So,
right.
minoxidil.
What was...
Minoxidil is entertaining the commander by asking him whether he oils his beard. Or if it's just naturally greasy like that.
Okay.
Could you go to the other end of the hallway for that conversation?
What, again?
Yeah.
Oh, so much walking around.
Rim, as far as your investigation goes, as you look around where you're standing, and you notice that to the square or to the side of you where I'm pointing, you could tell that it looked like something had slumped down in that area.
A dwarf grease stain.
Like a body
So
had
the
been like laid there.
Right. Got it.
can the commander go down with minoxidil?
Oh, you want me to take the commander away?
Yeah, when you have that conversation with the commander, but down at the end of the hallway.
So like
So he's not staying in
as
that.
I see you like give me a wink or some kind of sign or whatever, I start insisting that the commander. I mean, you must have some arrows at the castle, do you not? I just need 6. Would you terribly mind showing me to where they are kept? It won't take but a minute.
He said that can wait.
No, it cannot. I simply. What if we were attacked right now?
Oh gosh.
And I'm all out of arrows.
You'll be fine. Use your hair as a whip or something.
And come help.
So I turned to the commander and I said, could you just walk him down to the end of the hall and maybe point him in the right direction?
He is not gonna move.
Okay, well then, Larry, you're gonna get a voice in your head because I'm gonna use message.
Well,
And
I have one other thing before you go too far. I want to ask, how do the guards measure passage of time during their shift? Other than when one shift change or another takes place, or if somebody's doing their rounds.
Who are you asking that question to?
Honestly, any of them. Larry, Commander.
Okay. Well, the commander will pipe up. So whoever is on a guard or duty anywhere, the person that is to replace them will come and replace them, and they will have the time. So the folks here don't really need the time. It's whoever's replacing them is keeping watch of when they need to replace the guards.
That seems.
So there would be there wouldn't really be a way for them to know if time went missing.
Correct.
Or if they lost track of time.
Correct.
Understood.
So my last thing, I'm going to use a message cantrip on and send a voice message to Larry and ask him if he ask him about that night and if he or the other guard fell asleep during that watch. To which he can answer back in it, since he can answer back in thought. He doesn't have to worry about the commander hearing him.
25 words or less?
Not with message.
Oh, okay. He does not recall anyone falling asleep.
Not for me.
I didn't fall asleep. I don't remember the other person, what's his name, falling asleep either.
Okay.
I do have one question. Wow.
Go ahead.
Did you notice any leftover signs of maybe runes or anything like that on the door or the windows that maybe
Or the walls.
you guys already do that?
We haven't yet.
You can try to
Okay.
investigate that, Gemini.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would that be investigation or arcana?
I would allow either one.
It don't really matter. I got 0 on both.
Well,
So.
if you're just proposing that in the group chat, then I was curious about the same, so I'll do that as well.
So yeah, it'd be more of a open air. I wonder if there's blah 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 is what it would be as I
Yeah.
look at them.
The DM, I did roll a insight on Larry's response.
He is not showing any signs of deception. He,
Okay, that's
even
interesting.
in his own thoughts, looking at his sorry, his facial expressions, he looks generally like he is not trying to deceive you.
Okay, well that's interesting.
Gemini, you don't see
Does he-
anything with your investigation. Everything appears to be normal. Rim, with your investigation, you don't see anything either. Everything other than what you had searched for before is the only thing that seemed out of place. It's odd that you got 28 on both your investigations, though. That's probably going to run out here soon.
Yeah, pretty soon.
I see nothing. Nothing.
Oh, I see nothing
Um,
that I shouldn't be seeing here. Did Larry seem upset that we were asking him about possibly falling asleep?
That's the one on the left, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I just talked to.
Okay. No.
The only reason I gave him names was to tell him.
No, okay. That's on me. Let's do that.
Did anybody?
Red and blue.
Larry's red.
Larry red, Mo blue.
Okay. Mo blue. No, he did not seem agitated, or anything like that you asked if he had fallen asleep.
Did anybody open the mind link between our party?
Yes, it's been open this whole time.
Yes.
Yeah, well, as I said, nobody fell asleep but me, so. Okay. So I would, in everybody of our party's mind, say randomly, is it possible the prince didn't leave unwillingly? Like he left of his own accord?
It's always
Well,
a possibility, but we won't know that until we get in. But at the very least, we've got a good idea of why the guards wouldn't have seen him leave if he did.
Yeah. What was the Larry, are you often, I mean, do you know the prince well? Are you one of the normal rotation? Does he speak to you?
I mean, I don't know. We're not on a first name basis, if that's what you mean.
But you would you know as he moves in and out of his room, would you know like his moods and stuff?
Yeah, probably. But we dwarves, we tend to not show a whole lot of emotion, and depending on our beards, that may hide it as well. But
So
the
he didn't
prince
see.
is normally pretty easygoing.
So you didn't sense
nothing
any
seemed out of
agitation
place.
or anything? Okay.
No, nothing seemed out of place the last time I saw him.
well, I'm going to look at Rim and say psychically, in the psychical link, I think, unless there's anything else that he's wanting, I think we should proceed on to borders and see.
Yeah, I don't think the guards could tell us anything in the moment.
No.
Out in the room?
We definitely need to make sure they don't leave.
Yeah. So.
But
I
the
told
guard
Commander
captain should know where to find
that we tell him that we are so I turn to the commander and tell him that For the moment, we are done with the guards, but we would like them to stay nearby in case we have any follow-up questions. But for now, we'd like to enter into the prince's room to continue our investigation.
Okay. So he will move to the door, unlock it, and then tell the two guards to move to over here. Actually, I'll have him move and stand right there and make sure that no one else gets past Minoxidil. If you want to come on the inside of the barrier, you can. And then I will reveal.
Holy cow, that's a large room.
It's the king's suite.
Oh, there's a carpet.
Good to be king.
Or a rug, rather.
Are you having bad memories from the rug?
I was just wondering if it matched the drapes.
Jesus. It does
Now,
not.
the drapes are obviously green. Yeah, it does not.
All right, so this room, as
You put names on them.
I did. Now that I've learned that trick. Yeah. Mo and Larry.
Also, I don't know what you did, but your microphone sounds much better.
I switched to my old microphone, and I'm using it kind of like a mic boom. So as the commander opens the big French doors, you see a large fireplace on the opposite side. You see bookshelves on the same wall. There's two windows on either side of the fireplace. There's windows on stage left and stage right. You have a small study in the bottom right, stage bottom right, and then kind of like a in the upper right, stage upper right, kind of like a greeting area where there's couches and a little coffee table, and then you see this makeshift wall, kind of like a barrier behind there is dressers
Privacy
or
screen.
wardrobes. Yeah, privacy screen. And then obviously the bed with two nightstands on each side. And then, yes, the giant carpet in the middle of the room. But that is what you see. The bookshelves are full. From where you're standing, you can't tell what they are, but you can tell there's definitely books on the bookshelf.
That bed is massive compared to the size of the desk chair over there.
I know. And bear with my skill.
Who said that the prince sleeps alone?
Well, shit, if
It's
that
true.
desk chair's any indicator, you could put 20 of them in that bed.
That's
And?
true. There, is that better?
That makes a little more sense.
Yeah. How do you think you get so many dwarves? All right. Well, first thing, fairly obvious, checking the windows that we can see for any signs of tampering.
Okay.
But I'm also keeping an eye out in this room for that music box.
Okay.
I'm going to send a message to Minoxidil and have him first stand where
Nope.
Larry had been stationed. Or Mo, and tell me if he can hear. Yeah, that's good. And I'm gonna just strum my lute for a moment and see if he can hear me strumming it.
Well,
Excuse me.
not only do I hear you strumming it, I call through the wall. I think you were misplacing your finger. The chord goes the other way.
And then I have him move to where Mo was, and I repeat the test.
And I repeat the test. Nope, I can't hear jack shit.
Well, that makes sense if it was the other way around.
Yeah. Is that with the door shut? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Even with
Oh.
your psionic die rim, you don't see any tampering or anything out of the norm with that window.
Oh, good. No changes, so I don't spend it. All right. What about the desk? Any unusual papers? If the captain wants to send a guard in just to make sure I don't take any state secrets, that's fine.
Well, the commander's actually going to come in. The commander will be in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's totally fine.
As far as the desk, you see a couple of flyers of the coronation and some of the like schedule posts that you've seen posted up for each of the events. There's a couple what looks to be like ledgers, like accounting type books that he was kind of going over, some numbers for the town type of stuff, kind of admin type things. Nothing seems out of place or unusual.
Any sort of threatening letters?
No.
Okay.
When forgot to do this, but as you guys enter, the commander say that we found the ransom note in the middle of the floor of the carpet. It was just laying there in the middle of the carpet.
Knock the drill. I need muscles.
You should work out.
I need your muscles.
I can't just give them to you.
Can
They're
you
attached
lift
to
this
me.
bed? Are you able to lift this bed
Oh, jeez.
Lift it where?
up in the air so we could see under it?
Oof.
I
This
crawl.
is
I crawl under the bed.
a massive 4-post bed. Give me a strength check. I'm not saying you can't do it, but
Well, you can't while you're standing on it.
I crawl under the bed and try to lift it with my back.
Okay.
Use your legs.
You'll be able to lift one side, like kind of like the back end. You'll be able to lift it up a little bit.
Jim, can you not be sitting on it while I'm trying to lift it?
So while he's got that
What's the
one
matter? Can't pick
side
up a
up,
puny elf?
Technically, I'm standing beside it, so I'm taking a chance with you carrying it.
It's heavier than it looks.
so I'll go over and see if I can give him any help.
Rolls his eyes and says, will this possibly help? And he lifts the bed just by looking at it.
Yeah, that might help.
Well, unless it weighs
Daisy.
1,000 pounds.
Well, it doesn't surpass 1,000, but it's pretty close.
So yes, the bed starts floating.
The bed starts floating. Yes.
You see
So,
that on the second try, I flipped onto my back and was trying to lift it with my feet and hands.
So let's investigate the area under the bed.
Just put it in the middle of the room.
3, 2, 1.
Blast off.
Yeah, so
3, 2.
Blast off.
Okay. So the bed is moved.
How does that?
Was it clean under the bed, or am I
It
full,
was a little.
or am I dusty now?
It was a little dusty. You don't see nothing other than Minoxidrill's footprints, and if he crawled under there, his handprints of where he disturbed the dust. But outside of that, nothing looked disturbed.
Well, now move it back, magic boy.
Before he does, I want to just look for any possible hidden passages over here.
Point at Minoxidrill and start raising him into the air as well.
You do not find any hidden passages.
Okay.
Put the bed back down. Or is there anything else you want to do underneath the bed?
Did that window that was there look secure and
It's a bit of an odd place for a
undisturbed
window.
also?
What? I got 2 windows behind my bed. Nothing looks out of the norm.
Okay.
You mean like you're not afraid of just being, nabbed out of your window when you're lying in bed?
They would have to go through a lot of brush to get to the windows where my bed is. And we're on the 3rd floor.
Well, I mean, sure. But clearly that's not good enough.
Clearly, yes. What else? Gemini, you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm here. What's this over here, back behind here, where I'm at? Is it like shelving or?
Wardrobes.
Okay, I'll just go through those slowly, see if there's any out of place clothes or anything like that.
Okay.
Not it.
Give me an investigation.
Where is this music box that the guards or that Mo claimed he heard?
Well, he said it didn't sound like the music box. He said that
Okay,
the
well,
Prince sometimes listens to music box, but this music
Yeah.
didn't sound like that.
yeah. Well, where is Prince's music box?
The commander's like, I don't know what he's talking about with the music box. Unless you said that in your head.
No, I would actually say that one out loud. I'd make it clear at this point I'm looking at the music box.
Okay. The commander doesn't have a clue on the music box. You didn't find anything out of place, Gemini.
So I say to Ancalm, if there's no music box, then could we be looking for a malicious bard?
That's where my mind goes. I'm wondering if there's a bard that was using music to control, maybe control our guard friends out there, or
Yeah.
the prince also. The inconsistencies in their stories. could be caused by a spell. Possibly. So let's.
Did Mo say whether the music resembled any particular kind of instrument?
He did not. He just said that he didn't recognize it, but it is simple.
Like a nursery rhyme.
Something. Well, we can always ask him for more details whenever we.
Back in the first day's events, what other musicians were there?
Well, Hollow Voice.
Huh?
Weren't there a number of musicians there given the competition that was going on?
Yes, but what sort of techniques did they use?
Magic.
I do not think that matters when it comes to magic.
A lot of illusion.
I'm not just thinking about magic, I'm thinking about music here.
I forget.
So one of them, if you remember one of them, I believe it was Hollow Voice, was manipulating.
That one tried to use magic on Orland and failed.
Yeah, very few of them actually, now that I think about it, were using instruments, it seems. We were not told anything about instrument use.
Yeah.
One of them was trying to do some manipulative type of mind control type magic.
I remember that one, but his aim was more focused on fear than it was on deception.
Give me a history check. Anybody? Everybody? In reference to remembering 2 days ago?
Yeah, I don't remember shit.
Oh, Jesus. Minoxidil takes the win.
Glenn doesn't remember shit either.
Rim, you would recall that there was actually only one group who played music had instruments.
Oh yeah, the two assholes.
And I'm sure with that role, I would remember their names.
You probably. That would require me to remember their names.
It's something about the crows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soggy Bottom. Oh yeah. Black crows or something.
Yeah,
Counting crows.
Counting crows, black crows.
It wasn't the counting crows. It was something similar to that. Yes. I'm pulling it up.
Yeah.
Well, while you're pulling it up, Minoxidil will pick a book off the shelf and amaze everyone with the ability to read. He'll quickly just open it and put his finger on a passage and say, "Protestantes crede cum ille filio, quem confintur. Praeter primatum papa mexi, hic sere reconciliatori ultriusque ecclesia orthodoxe et catere fidei obstat." And close it.
Very interesting.
I don't know. Holding the book upside down.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was taught to read, not to understand.
Something's echoing. So, what next? Any more searches?
Yes, I want to
the copper crows.
Roll up.
Copper crows. Yeah, you're right.
Ah, yes.
I want to roll this rug up and check underneath it.
Okay.
Actually, first, before I roll it up, let's.
There's just embers.
I'm gonna.
First,
while he does that, I'm gonna look up the chimney, but let him do that first.
Okay.
Let's investigate and see if there is any maybe some missed clues on the rug before we roll it up and look underneath it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, quickly, someone sniff the rug.
Yes, we shall Yes, I allow him to roll for rug.
You allow him to roll.
And just Orlin starts lifting the rug with his mind.
No, not yet, not yet.
With a 21, I mean, you see footprints, but you can't discern what. They all seem to be about the same size.
Okay. No,
And if you
no
had to
other
guess, you would
fibers or
probably...
filaments or anything.
No.
Okay.
Okay, now you can lift it.
Oh, okay. Orlin starts lifting the rug now.
Chanting, I can show you the world.
Ooh, I can sing that song.
You look up the chimney, Minoxidil.
I look up the chimney.
It's got soot up there. It doesn't look like anybody has went down it or up it to disturb the soot that's on the walls.
Or have they? Oh,
No Santa Claus been there recently.
No Santa Claus. Okay,
Okay,
so you two are looking underneath the rug?
Yes. You want to roll for this one, Rim? Because my last two investigations have been good. My next one will probably suck.
gambler's fallacy. Oh my god.
He only rolled a 17. You do not find anything underneath the rug. No random fibers. Nothing.
Well, it definitely finds nothing.
Yeah. Not even any trapdoors or anything like that.
You didn't find the rug.
Yeah. You didn't
I'm lifting the rug. What are you talking about?
Dude, where's the rug?
I forgot where it was.
Where's my rug, man?
You really tied the room together.
I think I had it there. Or was it there? I think it was
Yeah,
there.
I set the rug back.
It was there.
Orlin
I
need
was
to
next
hold
to
the
it.
rug up, or can I put it down now?
Okay.
I think you can put it down now.
Yeah.
Bookshelves.
Well,
Bookshelves. I think we should check.
Orlin puts the rug down and wanders over to the couch and starts lifting couches.
Okay.
Are you trying to have a flex off with minoxidil?
Boop. Bloop.
Okay, what I tell you about my investigations?
I'm terribly sorry, Commander, but to bring up such a crass subject, but where does the prince, leak at night?
There. Yes.
Like most grown-ups, he does it before he goes to bed.
That was the one thing that I forgot to put in there. It would be behind the privacy banner.
Oh,
I didn't bring the piss pot in. I can bring a piss pot in if you really like.
I mean, I might need to use it.
You might need to use it.
Do that outside. Do
Oh,
not do that
Jim,
in front of
is
us.
there a line for the piss pot? I'm sorry.
I want to look at the books on the shelves and see if any of them either stand out as being like maybe they don't belong, or like maybe they are one that are just used
Above the prince's
older than
reading level?
others, or something see if any of them just seem different in a way, more worn, or
particularly
that
evil.
doesn't.
Is that
Or-
what your 6 roll was?
No, I was just looking at the bookshelf, at this other bookshelf, and I was going to look for
Oh, thank you.
triggers or anything to see if it was fake, but I rolled a 6, so I walked. I didn't see anything. I already knew. I didn't have to ask you. so I will investigate this one over here.
Do any of these books happen to give off a particularly bad vibe?
You cannot tell.
They're books. You don't. They all look bad to you. You're like, oh.
They are your
They all
mortal enemy.
They look somewhat boring.
They look boring, and you can't stick them together to turn them into weights, so you can't lift them.
So there is my investigation over here at the
Still
titles,
pissing.
at the books, not just titles, but
Nothing that you can tell seemed out of place for what would be in a king's study. You see ancestry books, lineage books, bunch just random lores of past dwarven kingdoms and stuff like that.
Oh my god!
What does
nothing that
Orland
looks like that's
see on the
been used
bookshelf?
like more than others, or
No, they all seem to be they all seem to have a slight dust layer. The only ones that don't are the lineage books. The ones about the dwarven history and lineage, those seem to have been more recently used. They have less dust on them.
okay. I want to pull those books out.
Okay. Orlin, with your nat 20 on looking at the bookshelf, you notice that there is no magical books, nothing of Arcana on the shelf.
Snorts in derision and wanders over to the other bookshelf.
So what you're saying is he's boring.
Possibly.
Well, he's just not into the STEM stuff. He's more of a humanitarian.
Dwarfitarian.
Yeah, more of a liberal arts kind of dwarf.
Yes.
Oops.
What you notice on this side is a little bit more of the history stuff. This side seems to have like accounting ledgers, some of the admin stuff that was seen on the desk, like the closest half of the bookshelf. You can see like accounting type books or admin type books that are more on this side. But you didn't see any of those on the other side. Accounting.
Any of them look like does one book look more important than the others? Does it have more numbers in it? More information?
Not really. I would say that the admin ones are more used on this side than the stage right of there's like a split in the bookshelf. The stage right of the bookshelf is mostly the accounting and the ledgers and stuff like that. The other side is more of that lineage that you saw on the other side. On this bookshelf, you can tell that the accounting stuff was definitely used more and more recent than the lore and the lineage and stuff like that.
I lift the bookshelf with my mind. Is there anything underneath it?
There is nothing underneath it.
Okay, surely a bookshelf like that would weigh more than 1,000 pounds.
That is just cosmetic. They're not that full.
Oh.
They're not that big. I just took what I had and I put it in there. So you're looking at a bookshelf that is maybe 6 foot tall, because there are dwarves, so they're not going to have really tall bookshelves.
The DM just has to find a way to cover his assets, we know.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm gonna place the books that I gathered from the bookshelf over here on this coffee table.
Okay.
I'm gonna, I guess, look into all the windows. Where do they look out at?
So
Outside.
Outside.
Wow. Okay. All right. Good start.
So
Which outside?
So from where you're standing, Minoxidil, you are looking out towards what would be the east. You can see, at like a slight upwards angle to, well, let me just put the arrow out. In that direction, out the window, you would see the temple. When you look further out past the Tordic walls, you can see a unique tree that seems to stand out way off in the distance.
I see.
More
I
than
see.
the others.
What about with this window? Where does this window look out at?
That one you mostly see the side of the mountains on the west, so you're not looking towards the west. You can mostly see on, if you're looking straight, your 50% left when looking at the window is like the mountainside, and if in the small valleys through the mountain peaks, you can see a glint of water way off in the distance.
Mm-hmm. And if I go over here, if my intuition is any indication, I should see just the rock face
Pretty much, yes.
of the mountain bowl.
You are correct.
Has the prince always been a student of the royal lineage and line of succession?
Give me an insight. And if you stay there, you might be close enough.
Well, I mean, I would assume that, given that royal lineage is like all these folks do.
It's all that some folks do, but it's not everyone's cup of tea.
So,
or dwarvish cup of alcohol.
You kind of see in the commander's eyes that he is hesitant to answer, and not that he's scared to answer, but he you can tell before he speaks that he doesn't really want to answer the question. And then he'll say, the prince, he is different.
Go on, this is a safe space. You may tell us anything. What is he? An asshole? An idiot?
No,
Perhaps a bastard?
How long
he's
has
not
the
a bastard.
prince been first in line of succession?
Well, wasn't. You can tell he's very hesitant to talk about the royal family. Not
Tell me
that
about the royal family.
So, how long before the festival was he brought to the head of the line?
So, he didn't run through you. He moves closer because he doesn't want to have...
He can't hear so well?
No, he doesn't want the guards on the other side of the door to hear, and he speaks kind of low voice. He has not always been first in line. The previous king had tragedy some years back, and...
How many years ago was it? 10? 20? 11?
11-ish.
Hmm.
And so he is actually the nephew of the old king. Or the previous king.
Rem and I look at each other over the dwarf's head and just have the, uh-huh.
Was he eager to ascend the throne?
He didn't say no, but he
Was he given the option?
No. But this is hearsay, and you can tell the commander's being very careful.
Specific, yeah.
Because he's not he is in the inner circle, so to speak, but he's not in the family inner circle, the royal family inner circle. If that makes sense. And that's kind of the demeanor that I'm trying to portray. It's like he's just he's like
he's trying to get his condition of anonymity tied down before he speaks.
Right, and he's being very, very careful because he is not part of the royal bloodline. He works for them and he likes his job and he wants to keep his job. But if he is
his head
seen or in his head, well, I don't know about his head, but
his beard.
If he is seen talking ill of or infactual of the royal family, then he could lose his job. So
yeah.
But he also is trying to give you guys information so that you can hopefully find the prince so that we can have an actual coronation.
So did you perhaps then wish to make this easier for us and tell us if he had any competitors and perhaps someone jealous? Perhaps you have someone you already are counting on suspecting?
There is nobody else that could take the line. He is the only one.
Nobody.
Which is why this is so important that we find.
Not a single living dwarf soul.
The only one, the actual heir to the throne, was killed.
Uh-huh.
And this was 11 years ago?
Yes.
And just theoretically, what would happen if this one would die too? Who would take the throne?
I don't know that answer. Nor would I try to answer because I am not part of the royal family.
But if this royal family has no heirs, who?
The question comes at you not in suspicion of what the answer might be, but more in that we don't know the particulars of your city's governance. So we're simply asking you to tell us what your students would have learned in their history class.
As far as the family line, if there's nobody...
Succession, yeah.
Then most likely we would be taken over by the old king's cousin who has heirs to spare in the other kingdom. They would probably try to take over
other kingdom.
Would that be the Hollow Plane Kingdom?
You guys making up names?
No, trying to remember from session 0.
No, I'm doing the I'm doing the old a solid snake approach of just asking the question of the last 2 words in your sentence.
Okay. No, it would be
the Metal Gear.
It would be the Firestone Kingdom.
Ah, yes, the rubber dwarfs.
That one got me more than it should have.
So,
don't tell me you're getting tired of my jokes.
They are not up to Misha standard. and he'll go back over here.
No. Where are you going?
I want to tell Orland that if he sees to grab the books that looks like lineage books that have been gone through
Most recently.
Yeah, grab the most recently accessed books and bring them over to this table where I placed mine. I want to ask. I'm going to come over here to the commander and ask him quietly what the official and possibly unofficial reason for the king stepping down, and if that was normal, as opposed to most monarchies where the monarch stays in power until death. Is it just different here in that they normally step down beforehand?
So you want to know why the old king isn't kinging?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He decided not to king anymore.
Well,
Did
as I
the
mentioned
prince?
before, the old king's son was killed, and ever since then, the old king cliche started to go mad, and he was more enthralled with the death of his son than he was in leading this kingdom. And so through advisors, they asked him to step down.
Abdicate.
So are you saying that there were critics to his reign?
So who was the most persuasive in the abdication of the throne of his advisors? Because I believe that's maybe somebody we should talk to.
I don't know who was persuasive, because I was not in those conversations.
I mean,
Was there any particular advisor that was known to have the king's ear at the time?
I mean, the king listened from, again, I'm only
He would take
one
opinions
advisor.
from many, of course, but is there anyone who he would trust more than others?
Not that I could tell.
And the Mad King, is he home?
No.
And how long has he been gone?
You can tell he refuses to answer that question. He just kind of shakes his head.
So he's not dead, you say? He is still out there somewhere.
He may be quite a bit out there. Is
So
the old king well?
He kind of shrugs his shoulders. As in, like, I don't know.
So I reach out and place my hand on his shoulder and use the message cantrip to tell him that I know that this is an uncomfortable line of questioning for him, but that it is an extremely important
inquiry.
Inquiry, and that it's extremely important that we get the answers that we seek, as they might help us to piece together what happened and what we need to do to rectify the situation and get the prince back. And I remind him that, just, cooperation, it benefits us all. But
Yeah, it's okay. This is a safe space. We will not king shame.
But
Wow.
yeah. But also make sure that he knows that we have ways to get answers, whether they come out willingly or not. But that cooperation is a lot faster and more helpful.
Yeah, intimidating, are you?
Yeah, how are you?
No,
What are you doing?
not yet.
In that?
I am letting him know that I'm reassuring him that him helping is that him answering the questions is in the best interest of everyone, especially him.
He has nothing new to give you.
Okay.
What if we probe his mind?
You are not going to stick a fork in his mind.
It's a lobotomy.
I sent a message to Orland.
Is he still awake?
I don't know. Orland.
The pipe is.
Oh, sorry.
Right?
That was mute. Sorry. What?
Oh. I
Orland's
used
old man hips are hurting.
I used the message cantrip to
I look at the person being interrogated, and I tap.
Interrogating the commander.
Yes.
Yes, I tap.
Guess who we've been asking? Yeah.
I tap my forehead, and I telepathically say to him, "Would you be objective to Orland using a little magic on you to make sure you have told us everything we need to know?"
I have told you all that you need to know.
I notice you did not answer Orland's question. Would you object to a little magic being used on you?
I do object, yes.
I look at Alcombe and I send him a telepathic message saying, "Now what?" I raise my hands in kind of a shrugging manner.
Mm-hmm. Well, I send him another message and say, well, we either convince him otherwise or well, you know what? So, well, I can't use insight for that conversation because I wasn't involved in that conversation. I couldn't see that conversation. It was telepathic. It's obvious that he is still holding. He doesn't want to talk about the old king. So I am going to try to give him one more talk and about needing to know a little bit more information about where the current king is and what is going on with him, and try to nicely inform him that it would be extremely valuable for us to know.
Well, before I suppose before we ask
That was a wrong
there's
thing. Sorry. Supposed to have been the same thing. It's persuasion, but yeah.
Actually, DM point of order question. Was this the prince's room before he was preparing for coronation? Was it always the prince's room, or was it the head royals?
It's the king's room.
Okay.
The head royal.
as in the king is not occupying it, therefore.
Correct. The prince was in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna call on my omniscient ancestor and ask him a yes or no question. After a minute of demanding that they answer the phone.
Okay. You're trying to persuade the commander. I'm going back to persuasion.
Yeah.
Getting some feedback.
Trying to persuade him to give us the information about where the king currently is. You know, the answer that he refused to give us.
He's like, I don't know where the king is. That's
what is the old king's name?
Not my jurisdiction to babysit the king. That was the royal family. They took care of it on their own. I do not have the answer that you seek.
What was his name?
Well, that in itself was a valuable answer. Thank you.
The old king's name?
Oh. The old king's name.
Torgrain Ironfoot.
After a minute, my ancestor finally answers the phone, and I use call a friend. My question is in chat, but it is: is the old king Torgan? What's his face? Still alive?
Ironfoot.
Alive.
Living.
What is that? The wheel?
The what?
Not woe.
Wheel is good results. Woe is bad results.
Yeah.
It's yes or no.
Yeah. So it's a hesitant yes.
Okay. He checked in his phone book. There's still a guy with that name somewhere on the material plane, I guess, is what I should have specified. But
okay,
I'd say that this was public. I in public I spoke with my ancestor, who appears very shadowy and maybe like an elf or maybe like a human.
Okay. What are you guys going to do now?
Could we possibly go fight something?
I want I would like these guards to carry this stack of books that we picked up back to where we're staying, so that we can go through them.
These books will not leave this room. These are the royal family's books, and they do not leave this room.
How many are there?
How many did you grab? Maybe
Yeah.
5.
How many?
5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Could I try to take some time and read through them? Ancom, you'd let me know what specifically you're after.
Or we could maybe split the stack and
Yeah.
go through them. Both of us go through them.
Yeah.
Or even if Orland wants to help, or Jim, we could. I don't know how what split them up and see if we can find any information that might be helpful.
Okay. So you're gonna look through the 5 lineage books that you pulled off the shelf. Okay.
Yes, between both shelves, the ones I pulled off of the one shelf and the ones that Sebastian or Orland gathered off of the other shelf.
Okay.
Yeah. See if we can get any clues on specifically what the prince was looking for.
So, yes, Orland would have grabbed these books and stuffed them in his pouch. But you said no books were allowed out. So, did the guard notice? The lineage books is what you requested, yes?
Yeah.
This is what Orland gathered, so they're in his pouch. Does the guard notice?
Give me a sleight of hand.
Ooh, I'm actually good at that. But I'm gonna fuck up.
See,
Hey,
you
no,
can't say that second
you
part.
can't put those in your bag. You look at them in here, or you put them back on the shelf.
I mean, surely we could just, write some notes.
Well,
Yeah,
okay, hold on. It didn't include my proficiency, so would a 13 pass maybe?
Why wouldn't that include your proficiency?
Yeah, well, you have a +7.
I don't know. I'm proficient with sleight of hand. I have a +7 to it, but it should have my proficiency, which is a +4.
That is +7.
Which
You can't have a +7 natural to a skill. It doesn't work like that.
What's your dex? A 3?
Yeah, +3.
Yeah, so it's already in there.
It rolled with proficiency.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't say that.
It says it's a +7.
Yeah, you get 2 + 7. That's 9.
But isn't proficiency separate from the bonus?
No. What?
No.
It combines it together.
It's called the proficiency bonus, dude.
Why doesn't it have it in there explaining it? It doesn't. It just assumes that it's in there. Or you're supposed to assume
How
it.
long have you been playing this game?
On your sheet, it says that sleight of hand is +7, right?
Correct.
That's exactly what it shows on that roll. You rolled a 2. Your modifiers make it +7, so result of 9.
Okay, I need to read the rules or something because I don't understand why it's not displaying this way. So, or maybe that's just a beyond thing. Either way, I will figure it out later.
Okay. So let's just split the books, and those of us that are more bookish,
yeah,
go through them.
I'm literate.
I appreciate that, but there's just not enough room over here at the table for somebody of such large stature. Sorry.
I will read it in bed.
Right. So what are you just trying to find what the prince would have been looking at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to see if there's anything that stands out that maybe he would have seen something.
both of you give me. We'll just do investigation. Yeah. So, both of you.
If it changes, 26.
No, it won't. That won't change it. As you're looking through the books, you notice that there's a crease, like the binder, the spine of the book seem to be more pressed in all the books that you're looking at when looking at the Firestone lineage.
Interesting.
So the other kingdom that was mentioned by
Mm-hmm.
Commander.
Does it seem like he was trying to find out whether they already had a claim on this castle, or does it seem more like he was trying to tell whether this castle had a claim on their lands?
You would not be able to tell that.
Okay.
It's a great question, though, but you wouldn't be able to tell that from looking at the book.
So if I go through and look at all of those sections, each book in the Firestone lineage section that is heavily creased, would I be able to gain any insight into
You get the horrifying realization that all the dwarfs are related.
Do I gain any insights into the lineage or of maybe something abnormal or overlooked
Nothing
by comparing all those sections?
Nothing that would be overlooked per se, but the common theme is that if you go back further enough.
What is their latest common ancestor?
That's where I was getting at. So, at one point in time, the kingdom of Tordic and the kingdom of Firestone were being ruled by brothers. If you go back 5 generations.
Oh, that's it?
Well, 5 dwarven generations.
5 dwarven generations, which can be anywhere from
Still
2 to 4 or 500 in a generation.
It's not that many.
Yeah. It's still anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 years.
Sure. No, less than that. Generations tend to be less than the lifespan. But it's fine. So, point being is that they are related.
Yes,
they
are related. And do you?
So this nephew.
Mm-hmm.
One more thing I want to look at. So I want to trace back this prince himself's lineage. He says nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Is it truly a direct nephew, or is it one of those long long about?
So as you look through the lineage, you do not see any other name with the same name as the prince.
Either side.
Ooh, can I ask a serious question?
Either side. What?
So I come over to the commander, and I ask him, purely theoretically, just like, pie in the sky shot type of thing. If the kingdoms were connected again, what would happen to Tordic?
He gets a insight check. Ouch! My leg went numb.
That's as good as I can do.
A nat 20 is a 19. Nice. You could tell that his eyes, his pupils got really big, and he looked somewhat scared when you asked that question.
So, like, not good is the...
Yeah, and he said that and his response is there would be no more Tordic.
Ah. Perhaps we should find him then.
Yes.
Yes.
So, so I point out to Rem the lack of common name in the ancestry books for the prince, and I write down the information from the last 5 generations in my on one of my papers, one of my sheets of paper.
Yeah.
And tuck it away into my bag, and I come over to the commander. I just say, I want to thank you for allowing us to look in here. There was some good information. I have one last question before we proceed on to getting your prince back, and that is, was the prince born in Tordic and raised in Tordic?
He thinks I don't know.
Suddenly we're back at the tavern discussing it all.
Do you remember when the first time that you remember ever seeing the prince was?
He showed up about a year ago.
Okay. All right.
How do you mean showed up?
First time I noticed him.
Okay, but how did
Somebody
he arrive?
doesn't just get into the palace unannounced.
Well, I mean, he didn't like poof. He appeared. It wasn't like that.
Because that, I mean, that
Exactly.
might solve your disappearance problem.
No, it wasn't like that. Meaning that the first time he saw him in the castle was about a year ago.
And never heard of him before.
Nope. But I don't really follow the whole family lineage type stuff.
I mean, I might be part dwarf. Can I be king?
He looks at you with a smug face. No.
My smile drops. I mean, listen, under my reign, you would be you would reach great heights. I'd give you a great retirement plan.
Unless you're going to give him a ladder, he's not going to get any more great heights than what he's already got.
Anything else in the room?
I believe I am done in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so, but Ancombe, I think we have one last question for Mo on the way out.
Yes.
I have some arrows now.
I don't have the arrows here. You'll have to go back to the military wing.
On my own? I'll just walk in there and they'll just give them to me?
No.
Ask Mo the question.
He's the blue one.
Trying to remember what the question was.
So I pull Mo aside and I say, the music that you heard the other night. My friend here is well versed in music. Do you think you remember enough of the notes that you could describe for him? I want to try to get Ancombe to know what music it is to see if that would give him any sort of insight into what it might have been doing specifically.
Can Orland start deceptively, like, writing down important information that he gleans from these books?
Ancombe wrote it publicly, so.
Actually, I wrote it publicly, so.
Yeah.
You can copy his homework, just don't make it look too similar.
Yeah.
I can't deceive anybody today.
Start writing down. Start writing down the accounting stuff.
I look over your shoulder and I say, "You didn't write that."
You start writing in a code, but you forget what the code was.
Yeah.
So can Mo describe? Can he identify? Was it what type of instrument, or and what kind of, maybe even just the melody? I will roll a performance check just to see if you would like.
Why would you roll a performance?
Just because I suck at him lately.
Because he's trying to help guide Mo into elaborating on the song.
Yeah.
He looks over at the other guard, like side eye, like hesitant.
The other guard didn't hear anything.
Yep.
Did it sound like this? Starts playing the little sonata.
It's very soft, like almost like a harp-ish.
Maybe a lyre.
Maybe like a wind instrument, maybe. You can tell he's struggling.
So let me see something here. I believe.
I know there was no words.
So I am going to use prestidigitation, and I am going to use prestidigitation over and over again and recreate the sound of different instruments, playing faint musical notes, until he and see if he can identify any of them as being what the instrument it sounded like.
He does not recognize any. He doesn't claim any of the ones you say.
Okay. So nothing, no instrument, the sound that I can make with that sounds like the instrument.
Are you sure you don't have the sleep spell prepared?
I've got sleep spell, but okay, well, I look at Rim, and I get a little bit of exasperation on my face. I mean, I basically played him the sound of every instrument I know of, and he didn't identify any of them. Sounding like what he heard.
Well, all that means is what he heard wasn't an instrument.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
I place my hand on his shoulder and tell him that he did a good job, and his help is greatly appreciated.
Put my hand on his shoulder and tell him, I hope you enjoy your work in the mines. Oh my god, Liz, you're awake.
Yeah, I was about to move
Yeah.
you outside of the room. Was there anything else, now you're back with the land of the living, that you wanted to do in this room?
I had
Thanks.
nothing else.
Okay.
Jim, please, I'm begging, turn into a bloodhound and sniff the carpet.
Shoot me. A bloodhound. I turn into a bloodhound and I sniff the carpet.
You smell a bunch of feet.
That's so polite. I smell a bunch of meat.
Yeah, you now know the heir's foot smell. Now we can identify him.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm gonna stay bloodhound form then.
Okay. All right. What do you guys want to do now?
Just in case.
Well, I say we have a beer.
It's lunchtime now.
Yeah, have a lunch beer.
Time for my lunch beer.
Okay.
So here's what we have, it seems, as I'm having a beer with the rest of the team. We have a Mad King, a missing heir, some kind of Firestone Tordek thing, ogres. What else?
A missing prince and a missing king. Because the king
Who
himself, the
who
Mad
does
King,
appear
is
to be
missing.
alive?
DM, what direction is the Firestone Kingdom relative to the Tordek Kingdom?
Where are you at? On your
It's
screen?
north.
It's north, but yeah.
If you remember,
Okay.
it's like this big volcano in the middle of the map.
That's right.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yep. It's at the base of the big volcano in the middle of the map, which would be north, maybe northwest slightly, but mostly north.
Oh crap. We never asked about the items that are being requested in the ransom. The Royal Harp of Stormheart and the Singing Anvil of King Torgrin.
How would we carry an anvil?
And they even tell us about that.
Should we maybe go to the temple, Hall of Ancestors, Shrine of Moradin? Go to that area for our next part of our investigation. Singing Anvil seems like something that might be, part of something to do with the Shrine of Moradin, and of course the Hall of Ancestors would be next logical step given our documentation of a lack of names for the
Be worth a try.
princess.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the temple.
Well, a few of us are.
Yeah.
Anybody that's just hungry could go get some food.
I'm hungry, IRL.
He's always hungry. That's the secret, remember?
Well, it is 11:30 at night, so. All right, so Rim and Ancombe are going to the temple.
Yeah.
Okay. You see the guards just kind of standing watch. Doesn't say anything. Does a head nod to greet you, but other than that, just kind of stands there.
Is there any? So it's just is it just a regular city guard then? Not a
Yep.
not like a temple guard or anything.
No. If you recall at the beginning, I said there was increased patrols and guards throughout the town. That would be these guys.
Okay. I look at him and I say, "Hello, my friend. Is there anybody that I can speak to from the temple?"
He get my laser pointer out here. He points off into that direction. Says the priestess, her home is in the church is back that way.
He angles it a little better against this bronze statue, and it hits her right in the face.
Blinds her. She's now blinded.
I feel the Holy Spirit affecting me.
I want to take a good look at the shrine here and see if I see anything that.
You see a shrine to a eagle-headed god. Seems to have a sun drawn behind him. I'm sorry.
Yes, Ra.
It is the Shrine of Moradin. It looks to be well maintained. No damage to it. Doesn't appear to be out of the norm or disfigured in any way from what you would know of this particular, which you may not know a whole lot about this god. But nothing looks out of place or out of the norm. You would have seen maybe not a shrine of it before, but you've seen it in books.
Okay.
Also, what do you mean? What do you mean history? It's religion.
It would have been religion.
That's true. You're right. It would have been religion.
Oh God.
So what do I know about?
Yes, exactly.
Moradin?
It's a god.
It's more of a healer's shrine, the healing forge, kind of like a forge cleric.
So is there an anvil in the shrine image?
Not in this one.
I guess they're more of a physical therapy kind of place.
See.
That whole acupuncture with a hammer.
Yes.
Just put a railway spike into your spine.
If that doesn't cure you, nothing will. Because nothing will cure you after that.
That'll set you straight.
It's like percussive maintenance, but on the body. All right, go down here and.
Or I guess they're craftsmen, right? Moradin is the god of craft, right? Or is that no? Wait, that's God. That's Gond, I think his name is, right?
No, that's Robert. Robert Kraft. Right, who it is?
Moradin, the Soul Forger. Ouch. Is the deity.
He forges souls.
Yes.
Wow.
Forges souls.
Is that as bad as forging?
Value?
I was gonna say, isn't that like worse than forging their signature? You're forging the whole soul.
Soul sucker.
Yeah, that's why dwarves don't go to real heaven. They go to dwarf heaven.
Well, that's just
like
a
real
tavern.
heaven is shorter. Okay, so the priestess.
Yes.
Yeah, is she home?
Yes, she's right there.
Hello, dearie. You come to play Moradin?
Yes. You see a slightly older female dwarf. Got gray peppered hair and definitely weathered face. She has seen her fair share of war and trifles.
Okay.
She says, "Can I help you with anything? Do you need healing?"
No, not really. Kind of more here, trying to gather some information. Looking more for knowledge.
Okay, I might be able to help, but I am limited in my expertise.
What's the name of that anvil again, Ren?
That was the singing anvil of King Torrin.
So ask her if she has ever heard of the singing anvil.
A singing anvil? What do you mean a singing anvil? Are you talking about when the blacksmith strikes iron on top of the anvil? That type of singing?
That is my question
Unlikely.
for you.
What do you know of? Okay, DM King Torgrin is not the one who just died, correct? Or just stepped down?
It is, yes. Torgrin,
Yeah.
Iron Fist.
That's what I thought, but I couldn't quite remember the name. Didn't want to be.
Damn it! He took the anvil with him. Asshole.
Yeah. So saying to her, no, some sort of relic or artifact that the previous king may have owned.
The previous king didn't. He did. I don't know of anything that he would have had that would have done that. He wasn't one for magic. So I don't think he would have kept anything like that.
The king went mad and stopped believing in private property.
Ironfoot, sorry. Torgrin Ironfoot. I said it wrong.
Yeah.
It's Stonefist and Ironfoot. Very confusing.
Yes.
The old one is Torgrin Ironfoot. But no, he actually didn't like magic that much. He didn't really do. Obviously, he couldn't do magic, but he tried to not have much of it around him.
And he had always had a problem with the mystical art. Yeah, an aversion to the mystical arts.
Perhaps was there like an incident in the city involving magic that caused him to change his views?
Not that I'm aware of. And I knew him for probably close to 7 decades, and I've always known him to be that way.
These trees you have around here, by the way, are very nice.
Well, I do take pride in making sure that the temple is good for any and all to come worship, and they get a sense of calm and peace when they.
I mean,
come
they look a little out of place, but I suppose it's not bad.
I grabbed what I could that would resemble trees to give it some flair.
I ask if we can do some research in the Hall of Ancestors. I mean, she's the keeper of that as well.
You're looking for?
Ancestors.
Yeah. I'm looking for a hall with ancestors in it.
Well, right there's the building. You found it. Yay! Is there a particular ancestor that you're looking for, or lineage, or?
Not anything in particular. Just kind of the want to walk through the history of the ancestors of Portic.
Yeah, the one of the two what's his face? The Firestone brothers. Is he in? Can we talk to him?
Say that again?
You know, you said there was like brothers who ruled the kingdoms before.
Yeah, like 5 generations ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is he in? Can we talk to him?
He would not be living.
They're not in residence.
No, the Hall of Ancestors is actually the tomb of the royal family.
Well, yeah, mausoleum, I would assume.
Mm-hmm. Thinking
just
early 11th century Germany.
Actually, could you guide us through the ancestry? You know, and just kind of walk us through through the hall and kind of go over the ancestry. Give us the who's who tour.
I think you guys can do this without me. I'm gonna go sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good night.
I walk you through it, but you're not gonna glean anything that you hadn't already seen in the books.
Okay, so nothing's going to show up as you know, having had a lot of attention recently or anything like that. Then
no.
Okay. And have we seen anything about Storm?
About who? You cut out.
Have we seen anything about Stormheart and his heart?
No, you have not.
Who is Stormheart?
You have not.
It was the other demand. It was the royal harp of Stormheart.
Mm-hmm. And all
so
the books
let's ask her. She knows about Stormheart.
She does not.
So,
she's not heard of that name.
Yeah,
and
none of the books mentioned it as a lineage.
Nope. No.
Yeah. So if the king was so averse to keeping enchanted artifacts, why would the ogres even think to ask for something like the royal harp of Stoneheart and the singing anvil of King Tor?
Are you asking the priestess this question, or are you just thinking out loud?
Yes.
That is not how you answer that question.
It's something I would say to Ancombe probably as we leave.
Okay. I'm not sure. It seems to me like there might be more than what we're understanding. Maybe there's a side to the king that the priestess doesn't know. Or maybe he's asking for nonsense items as a distraction.
Perhaps. Although I have to believe if these items didn't actually exist, then the guard captain would have told us that when he first showed us the ransom note.
Unless he didn't know that they don't exist.
Like, that's not entirely true. Especially if there's something that the king holds as treasures.
But if they're so secret that only the king and maybe a few others even knew about them, how did the ogres find out to request them?
Yeah, but the guard captain might be different. Like, have you asked the people? Have you asked anybody else? Like, guard captains are the guard. He's a fighter. I doubt he knows as much about magical items.
I think maybe we should go up and speak with the Gunfire Forge and the Gungrip Mystics and see if they would
The
have
commercial
any.
district.
Yeah, maybe they have heard of these items.
Maybe. Could certainly bend the bartender's ear, see if they know anything about it.
It would at least help narrow down why the ogres want the items.
Yeah.
And if we still do not find anything, then I suggest that before we do much else after that, we could get with the commander and see if we can arrange a meeting with the royal treasurer or somebody of other such role, a keeper of the lore of some sort, maybe, or
Chief historian. It's worth a try.
yeah, yep. But I say we have a beer and check the commercial district and see if they have any information on those artifacts first.
Yeah.
Surely, like
First
you
and
said,
check in with the bartender.
yeah. Sometimes rumors have a are more lively or more apt to be shared than should be possibly secret truths.
At the very least, someone may feel the need to share a legend over a pint.
Absolutely.
The other question is, why would the ogres ask for these specific things if they didn't know the king had them? So while the captain of the guard hasn't heard of them, and other people may not have heard of them, like you said, why would the ogres ask for them? So that'd be another thing we need to explore.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
So it's probably a good stopping point. It is 10 till midnight. So we can do a little bit of the conversation piece of what you just said in roleplay chat. That way it kind of speeds up this a little bit, because I know some of you are probably looking for a fight. Some of those who are not in this anymore. But interesting line of questioning as I reflect on what you guys did and looked at. I wasn't sure how you were going to do that. I had a general basic idea, but you guys went down a couple rabbit holes that I wasn't expecting. So I got to do some notes and elaborate on that a little bit more. But your questioning of why no one has heard of certain things, that's on purpose. Just throwing that out there. It's not because I haven't created it or haven't developed it, but that was on purpose.
Okay.
So it's not me like scrambling to figure something out, but that specific thing that was on purpose. So I gotta leave you some mystery. I gotta give you
Yeah.
something to figure out. So, but I am going to nothing. Yeah, nothing really popped out as far as investigations go. Nothing really stood out to me, so I'm gonna go with no XP on this one. There was a possibility of XP if certain something happened, but that something did not happen. So no XP for the night. Next.
So we didn't
Missed
find the
the
secret.
clue.
Next week should be good to go. The 23rd of July. I think I'm good for that. So. And how did my voice go after I switched from the beginning? No issues with hearing me or
Yeah,
echoing?
no.
Or...
Yeah, it was just fine.
Okay.
Sounds normal again.
It's low again?
No, it's fine here.
It sounds normal again.
Normal. Gotcha. Okay.
Sounds
But yeah.
bad.
No, I'm literally using my old headset as a boom mic sitting right in front of me. So, but for those who were watching, which I'm showing that I have 4 watchers right now. Well, hopefully this wasn't too boring, or if it was exciting. Thanks for watching, and until next time, catch you all later.